football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers' offense will have the first crack at it in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
The Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Alston. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
At the 40, there he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire, looking for a big gain. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
42 Spider. 4-2 Raven.
Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Behind his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's flagged away. Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Lost to throw again. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll run it. It's ball. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. To the air. It's Lagway. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Alston. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Coleman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Simmons. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got a man, it's Jackson. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Howard. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the tight end. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start in the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The play-action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the making makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first. It's a seam wide open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Frazier. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Alston. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Spontaneous combustion of the celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3 3-point lead now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.